What will the league have in store for them when they get there?
Look, SVP, reality is coming.
Okay.
There's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it.
Of course.
And you see it on the NBA side, and you're going to see it on this side, where, you look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time.
Do you remember what former league MVP Diana Taurasi once said? Well, it seems like her words haven't aged well. The reality is setting in, and that reality is Caitlin Clark. Her debut season completely shook the WNBA, and even former MVPs are taking notice. Clark shattered 62 records, won Rookie of the Year, and made the first team All-WNBA. In this video, we'll highlight how 10 former MVPs are recognizing her greatness and showing their support. Plus, stay tuned for a surprise 11th person whose unexpected praise might just surprise you. Get ready as we hear from WNBA royalty celebrating Clark's incredible season.
She just absolutely did it all and became a magnet for attention and an icon for sports fans, certainly little girls, certainly mine as well. Playing her basketball and watching her play.
Caitlin Clark's first season was nothing short of historic. She set records for most assists in a season and in a single game, broke three-point shooting records, and even topped the chart for the most All-Star votes ever. All in her rookie year. Just imagine what she'll do in year 2. First up, Candace Parker, a two-time WNBA MVP and multiple champion, is showing huge respect for Clark. Parker praises the star power Clark brings to women's basketball, noting that Clark is improving faster and performing better than anyone expected. So, why are these players speaking up or, in some cases, taking back their previous comments? Stay tuned to find out.
And it takes time for people to want to be a part of it and to see it. I think it does take star power, and we're seeing how the value of that in the Caitlin Clarks.
Candace Parker, a renowned basketball analyst, is using her platform to highlight how Caitlin Clark has changed the game, not just for women's basketball, but for men's basketball as well. She's making an impact that's being felt across the entire sport.
I think that's what she's done for the game, in general. I don't say women's basketball, I say the game of basketball, period. You want to see a show, and I think that that's the biggest thing. You always talk about Steph being a showman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is a showman right here.
Yes.
You're able to have sellout crowds to come and see you play. You have student sections that hate you, that want you to lose. That's what sports is, and that's what competition is, and Caitlin's brought all of that in.
Candace Parker has been deeply impressed by Caitlin Clark's game, highlighting the different aspects that make her performance stand out. From her skill set to her work ethic, Parker recognizes what sets Clark apart as truly exceptional.
There's a game when they're on the court, whether they're touching the ball or not, you have to guard her when she steps into the gym. And so I don't think we've seen anything like that in women's basketball. I've played against a number of great shooters.
Yes.
Somebody that when they walk in the gym, you have to guard them. And I think the way the game is played has allowed her to showcase that skill, to be able to take that shot being a good shot. It speaks to where basketball is right now.
Here's Tina Charles, the 2012 WNBA MVP and a respected veteran of the league, sharing her thoughts on the Caitlin Clark effect and the huge influence Clark is having on the league.
Caitlin is a great player, and I think the way that she's kind of came into this league, she's continuing to hold her own and show everyone what she can do.
This is Tina Charles, the 2012 WNBA MVP and a seasoned veteran, talking about the Caitlin Clark effect and the significant impact Clark is having on the league.
Aside from the numbers, the viewership, the attendance, the way that she plays the game, she's ultra competitive. Her ability to really stretch the floor and find her teammates. She has these games where it's like you have to guard her wherever she is.
Tina Charles, a 14-year pro, multiple-time All-Star and member of the WNBA's 25th anniversary team, reflects on the praise she received from one of the league's most respected players. Charles shares how fortunate she feels to have played against and witnessed Caitlin Clark's incredible talent firsthand.
Yeah, I mean, the energy that we're getting, the reception, the eyes that we're getting on us, it's amazing. And it's just because of that new generation that's coming in.
Next up is Nneka Agwamike, the 2016 WNBA MVP and a consistent All-Star. After their victory in the All-Star game, Nneka took a moment to show Caitlin Clark some love and acknowledge her impressive talent.
Obviously, we know who Caitlin Clark is and what she's been able to impact in this league and especially this year. So however we can get it, I'll take it from me personally. So just thankful that I'm able to be a part of it and still be here to witness it. Yeah.
And now let's move on to something truly special. Caitlin Clark has openly shared that her childhood basketball idol is Minnesota legend Maya Moore, the 2014 WNBA MVP. Caitlin recalls how she first met Moore as a young girl and discusses how Moore's leadership style left a lasting impression on her.
I mean, I thought that they were professional, like as anyone at this level would be. I'm always impressed by the two of them. I think it was also really fun to see them playing together tonight. They had some synergy and the maturity that they have going in, not even just being here at All-Star.
The two have kept a close bond over the years. But what's even more surprising is that, before Caitlin Clark's final regular season game against Iowa, she received something unexpected from Maya Moore.
Thank you, too. What's up, CC? How are you? How you doing? Good to see you. You got me fresh? Yeah.
Their reactions are priceless. You can see the pure joy on Caitlin Clark's face when she sees Maya Moore, a clear sign of the deep influence Moore has had on Clark and the entire sport.
It's just really, really cool to think about one of those little girls who became Caitlin Clark. So I think it just goes to show you, when you just do your best to be in the moment and treat people with kindness and just be present when you can, it really makes a big difference. And looking at the type of person and leader that she can be with people.
We know your time is valuable, so if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. Thanks for sticking with us. Now, let's get back to the action.
I still feel like I was this tall and freaking out, and I ran across the court, gave you a hug. I know. Now I'm like taller than you.